Hi, I'm here doing the service and the checkover on your 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. I'm just going to go through very little from the service checklist where I had problems because there wasn't very much wrong with it really. So besides the regular fluid changes, we're going to do the engine oil filter, rear diff fluid, the front diff fluid. The front diff fluid change time is included in the service. The rear diff is not, so there will be an additional 15 minutes to put on that. But I do recommend that you do that seasonal, so we will be changing it out. After that, the only really big problem that I found with it as far as the service checklist goes was your air filter. So that guy there, I would recommend that you pop that cover off and check that a bit more often, because that guy there is in pretty rough shape. So I'm not going to clean that. That is a foam filter. I'm going to put a new one on it that I'm going to oil and install, and I'll wipe the air box out as best I can, and I'll also drain the little there's a little sediment trap at the bottom of your air box. Sometimes I can see that through here. There he is. So you see him with the little clamp on him. I'll also take that off and clean out any debris or anything that's in it. But as far as issues go, no other problems with the bike. Checked all your drive parts, wheel bearings, suspensions, bushings, shocks, boots, and all your CV joints, brake pads. All of it is in fine shape. There's no issues with it. Engine coolant was down to the halfway between the low and the high mark. I did top that up. No real problem as far as it being between the low and the half mark, or the low and the high mark. So those two little nubs at the back of the reservoir, the surge tank. So I topped it up to the high mark. I made sure that you had a full radiator full of lots of coolant. I don't see any great amount of mud or debris plugging up your radiator. Sorry, the camera doesn't focus well on that. So no problems. Load tested your battery, and even your battery was in really good shape. So I don't know if you keep it on a trickle charger or what you do, but it was 100% charge, 346 cold cranking amps. It's rated at 240 cold cranking amps because this does have the better GYZ 16H battery in it instead of the smaller YTX 14H, I think it is, the other one. Anyway, this is the better battery. They tend to last a little bit longer. So as far as the service goes, you're in great shape. No issues. Next, you were due for your valve adjustment and changing spark plugs. I usually do those together anyway, so if I'm doing a valve adjustment, I always change the spark plugs out. And since we're doing that now, that's going to, along with the air filter, is going to make things breathe and work a lot better. Both the intake and the exhaust valves were out. The intake ones were the worst. I won't get into the numbers, but the numbers will be on the invoice. But they were all loose, so there was too much valve lash clearance. So your valves weren't opening as far as they should, and that also affects your valve timing as far as when the valves open and close and all that. So the engine was not breathing the way it should, but it will for sure breathe a lot better now. And with the new spark plugs and the new air filter, it's all going to work a lot better. The only things that I haven't done yet, I haven't changed the fluids, and I haven't run it up to operating temperature just to make sure your cooling fan's working and cycling the way it's supposed to. I don't expect to have any problems with that. If there is, I will surely let you know. Anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know, and have a great night.